Originals will be on eBay later in the show today. Yeah, I've got to have some fun here, ladies and gentlemen, because it's out of control. Now, that is why we've got to be banned from YouTube or being banned everywhere. I don't want to even make a big deal out of it this time because it almost makes them, I think, hunt us down that much more. That YouTube, I've got their email here. It's like have Aaron bring that in. It's like, we're just going to start deleting the accounts that have Alex Jones on them, period. Let me get to this, since I'm screwing around right now, then I'll get into the attacks on free speech here in a moment. Let me get into this right now. Actually, click on Flickr. I look so stylish there. That's me doing an imitation of a minion of the New World Order. And very well done, if I don't say so myself. Look at that, guys. That is handsome. Just put it up on screen, please. That is a servant of the New World Order, ladies and gentlemen. That's me doing an imitation of him. Okay, I got to have some fun with this because what is it about this new camera stuff? I can't ever seem to get in the middle of the shot. Driving me crazy. House bill aims to strip right-wing extremists of Second Amendment. I mean, this is even worse than everything else. And assault weapons ban, black powder ban, reloading ban, treaties, and bills that if you criticize somebody and they say it hurts their feelings, federal felonies. I mean, this is just federal speech felonies now in America. I mean, it's really happening. These people are really the criminals of the government. But did Aaron bring you in the photos for my trip? Okay, so imagine. I take off a few days to go camping, and then the last few days we go to the beach. So we're on a road trip. And I'm driving to the National Seashore down by Port Aransas, Texas. Corpus Christi are two of the nearest towns. And I go there Saturday. And I'm pulling up, and I pull up, and I notice there's a camera right in my face at the entrance to the seashore. Well, I guess he put it on Flickr, so they're little bitty cruddy photos. Oh, man. Can't we just upload them to, just on our own server to a page so we have them big? Oh, whatever. Go ahead and put it up on screen, though. Now this is only one nest of them. So you drive up to the National Seashore, which is just a, national park. And this is what happens after you leave the guard shack. They take your $10 per vehicle to be there for the day, and you drive past them, and then right there are all these cameras to catch every conceivable license plate. That is license plate scanning software. All the big federal cameras, they admit, run through and then run your license plate. So you're having your background check run. You can Google Florida town runs every plate that comes through it. I've been talking about this for more than 5, 6, 7 years when it finally came out 4 or 5 years ago that Indiana and Texas and all these small towns, not just states, had federally paid for software where every car that drives to the town, the plates are run. Guilty until proven innocent. And now police cars have got it in Houston and Dallas and everywhere else. And that's what those are. So you're having your background run. They don't tell you this is being done. They're running to see if the car is stolen. That's how they introduce it to slaves. And so this is driving up to it. This is driving up to it. Oh, no, that's actually leaving because I didn't get photos at first when I drove through. But right when you're there, they're just in your face. You're paying, and there's a big camera right here, and it's got infrared in case it was nighttime. It wasn't, but it's got infrared arrays on it, and they're asking, hey, what are you here for? Well, I'm here to and then ask you a few more questions because everybody's a secret agent. They all watch Jack Bauer at night, and they're all fighting Al Qaeda together. And you can't go to Bolivar now because literally there were Muslims with headdresses and I'm not saying they're terrorists. The point is, they were all must be a lot of Muslims that live in Galveston now. They were all going over to Bolivar. I'd go back across to Galveston to eat at night. Had my children. They'd pull me over with my kids, tear the car apart, search everything, and I'd sit there and go, why does this happen every time I drive across? Every time. Happened like 6 times. And they would just say, well, we're not allowed to let you know the profiling. And I said, well, I see what the profiling is. You're searching black people and white people and anybody that looks like they're obviously from the United States, but I go, all these illegal aliens, why don't you search them? I mean, I'd point at obvious illegal aliens with cowboy hats and work boots on and workmen. You could, 99% chance they were illegal. And we're told what to search. And it's me. It's the milk cow. I'm seen as the big, fat blubber whale to be sucked off of, the cowardly, stupid, dumb American. There's nothing I won't take. And the illegal aliens and the Arabs and everybody else, who even in their false paradigm, of terrorists are under every rock. Oh, my gosh, there's probably one under my desk. There is one right there. They have to be left alone. It's dumb milk cows. You're a Hispanic family driving a nice car, clearly American, you're out of the car, pulled out. I was searched 6 times. I'd sit there for 30 minutes while this went on. So I was watching it. Old couples on canes with RVs, and I even got some video of this, but we never aired it. No, we did air a few clips of it. I forgot about that on YouTube. In fact, YouTube Alex Jones, if they haven't erased it, probably have, because it's not my footage. I'm not allowed to shoot it myself and put it up. Anything I do is banned. Just me at the ferry. Actually, there is video of that. I forgot. This is last year's family trip, and I can't get away from them. Everywhere I go, there's just feds and control freaks, and the citizens are idiots and running around tattling, wanting to be slaves. And all the times I've been at the beach, my children were about 15 feet out, right where the first wave was coming in. Texas beach, is shallow going out 100 yards. They're like 15, 20 feet out. And old control freaks would come over and say, your kid shouldn't be swimming. There's a riptide. There was no riptide. Control freaks this, control freaks that. Because they all get henpecked all day and asked questions by government, so they're going to do it to you. You try Alex Jones search. No, try Alex Jones ferry. Galveston ferry. Yeah, there it is. Homeland Security, 17,000 views. We'll probably ban it and say it's not my footage, and we'll say it is our footage, and YouTube will go to hell, it's not. You're banned! It's our country! We're taking your guns! And we're taking your free speech. Here it is. Look at this. And every time I went over, and I literally, there's hardly anything since the hurricane had hit on Bolivar to eat anymore. So my wife would want to go to Galveston to eat. And I said, look, after a couple days of this, I said, look, just go to the grocery store. We're not going back through that anymore to go to the island. And to be searched and searched and searched and searched. Yeah, just keep that rolling in the background while I talk and cover other news. I want folks to see this. Yep, Galveston. And I won't be going back there, but I guess I can't go to the National Seashore. I mean, it's just parasites everywhere. Look at this. Searching the car. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. All right. Like I said, put that up on big screen. This is all part of the atmosphere that there are terrorists everywhere and everything's dangerous. And, calling the public schools, there may be a terror threat here at the school with 50 kids in it in the cornfields. Oh, yeah, Al-Qaeda's everywhere. You guys can't punch that up full screen? Okay. Yeah, we'll let that roll in the background. Look at him searching the old man's RV. I need to go inside your RV, sir. Make sure there's no Al-Qaeda inside. Just training you to accept to be a slave. What this is a slave training center. We first started out at the airports. We're moving down to the ferries, all federal property, all state lands, and then regular highway checkpoints to be at hardened installations where it's high school compulsory service people are going to search your vehicle. Literally, that's being announced. And imagine all the control freak Obamanoids, running around, just violating everyone. Oh, I need to search now the front of your vehicle. Look at this footage. Make sure you're not with Al-Qaeda. Because you want to go across to your beach house or to a hotel and frolic around. And, oh, you want to go on the Galveston beach. We're going to have cops come up and ask you what you're doing. I just can't believe what bondage we're under. And it's getting worse and worse. In fact, here it is. House bill aims to strip right-wing extremists of Second Amendment. Kurt Nimmo, very important article. A sinister bill working its way to the House may eventually serve as a companion piece to a Department of Homeland Security right-wing extremist report that labels veterans and advocates of the Second Amendment as dangerous terrorists. H.R. 2159 The Denying Firearms and Explosives to Dangerous Terrorist Act 2009. Remember what the Chief of Staff of the White House said? He said, if you are maybe a terrorist and on a watch list, you don't get your Second Amendment. 1,100,000 people on it growing. We don't like you, see. You're not going to travel. You're not going to leave the country. You're not going to have a gun. The Denying Firearms and Explosives to Dangerous Terrorist Act 2009 sponsored Representative Peter King of New York. That other senator up there, that Republican who was supposedly so pro-gun, now is for total gun bans. She's going to reintroduce the Sullivan's ban next week, she said. That's an AP. On April 29th, with little fanfare or corporate media coverage, H.R. 2159 was introduced and referred to the House Judiciary Committee. The bill would increase public safety by permitting the Attorney General to deny the transfer of firearms or the issuance of firearms or explosives licenses to any known or suspected dangerous terrorist. That is the Rahm Emanuel thing. Oh, we say we think you might be. Sorry, can't own a gun. By the way, I need to search your car and your RV. This is how we treat you. All them people with